I have a much stronger sense of Lucy and me than I do of me. I was a young journalist at the Bulletin and I was writing a story about Tom Hughes. Lucy's dad, he was one of the leading, if not the leading, barristers, trial lawyers. And I went down to interview him and Lucy was working in his chambers. I spoke to her and I was totally entranced, and subsequently I sent her a bunch of flowers to her father's chambers.
Ah, smooth.
She was not there, however, and her dad came home with a bunch of flowers and said to Lucy, you know, that Malcolm Turnbull's a very charming young man. He was so appreciative of the time I gave him for the interview, he sent me this bunch of flowers. So Lucy, of course, said, let me have a look at the flowers. She said, they're for me.
He genuinely thought they were for him.
Well, that's certainly the impression he created, you know.
That's
and
hilarious.
so that is how we met. Lucy and I are very close. We've been together for a very, very long time. You know, we'll be shortly celebrating our 37th wedding anniversary. Getting married was a funny story too. So we were living in this little cottage just outside Oxford. I'm now 25 and Lucy is 21. We go along and see the priest, Church of England Church in the village. He asked what religion we are and Lucy said, well, she's a Catholic. I said, I'm a Presbyterian. And he said, well, neither of you are members of my church. Why I go to the registry office, it's got nothing to do with me. I said, look, the Church of England is an established church in the United Kingdom, isn't that right? So you are effectively a public servant. And he said, yes. I said, now you have a constitutional duty to prevent fornication in your parish. And Miss Hughes and I are making no admissions, but we are young and in very good health and sorely tempted. And so you have the opportunity to marry us and put everything to right. And he thought that was so funny.
Very good argument.
It was so funny, he agreed to marry us.
Fantastic.